Hello and welcome to episode 56 of Leaf Blower Revolution. Today we'll look at fusion and transformation, and we'll do most of it within season 5. It's still running. We've got a few days left, I think 6 days left or something like that. Here I'm in season trying to beat floor 151. I really wanted to beat that floor, and I'll show you why after. And I wasn't sure I was gonna be able to do it because I tried before and I was almost able to. I did a bunch of Leafscensions and a little bit of farming for curses, and let's see what we got. It's pretty tight, but it looks like we're going to make it. By the way, making this video took an unusual amount of time, so you know, if you've been watching this series for a while and you're not subscribed yet, it'd be really cool if you subscribe and maybe leave a like and a comment or something like that. But even if you don't, thanks for watching. Okay, so it's a bit complicated. Of course, I'm no expert. I'm new to this, so I'm going to show you what I discovered about these mechanics, the way I understand things, and if I say anything erroneous, please write a comment to correct me, and I might even pin a comment making corrections if I make a mistake, okay? Okay, so I'm in town here just so it's quiet. So Curse TGM, this is a flexible set. It's very easy for me to make ancient leaves now. I'll show you later why. You can see there's a slight difference because it's only ascended to level 3, the biotite leaf. But this is for curse. When I farm curse, I get about 2 million curses per kill on the witch. This is for shards. When I farm shards, and I'm going to show you how much shards I get, it's really significant. And I made one biotite leaf ascended once, and I use my hematite DPS leaf. So I need one DPS leaf still. And if you look at the bottom left, 2.4k shards. Look at the bottom left, I didn't make a zoom in. 2.58 thousand and almost 3,000 shards a pop. So, and here I'm trying to beat Spark Bubble. I am able in the main game. I didn't even have my DPS set on. I just want to show that at least I do damage to it. By the end of the season, I should be able to beat it, but it doesn't matter. I won't be able to get to the other side. Okay. So those are essential in my view, those sets. Energy, I gonna need that in the main game, but not here. I reach maybe in the tens of thousands of energy using this, so I could get a couple of upgrades. But then I stopped. I realized, wait a minute, I'm not gonna get to the other side. We'll look at that in the main game. We're gonna skip DPS for now. And Essence, they call it WEM. Okay, I didn't have to do research to find out. I mean, it's pretty evident that you need to farm a lot of essence. I have one malachite leaf for farming essence. I get about, oh, I'm going to show you, in fact, show you how much I get. 245 of each per kill using that set, and I need so many of these essences because look at that, 200 dark essence, 200 just for ascension shard, fusion shard 100, transformation shard 5. That's not too bad, but 200 is absolutely insane. So you need a WEN build, and they talk about it on Discord. I'm proud to say that I found it out by myself like a big boy. Okay, let's look at transformation. It's pretty cool. If there's something you don't like, a property you don't like, you can use transformation shards to replace it using the scroll button. And these are the prices. If you look bottom left, I'm pointing to each leaves. The higher the leaf, the more expensive it is. Very useful when I made my DPS build. So from sacred and up, there's relic damage. So you need 4 attributes, very precise. Blower damage, blower power, relic damage, and slap. Good luck getting all 4 in one craft. so you use transformation, okay? Fusion, 6 leaves of the same type. It costs 5, okay, to make sacred leaves. Those are fusion shards. 7 to make biotite leaves. 11 to make malachite leaves. 19 to make hematite leaves. And for plasma leaves is 35 a pop. And 6 hematites. Ouch. Later on I'll show you how stronger they are in terms of DPS. Leafscension, oh, I'm just showing you how plasma leaves look like, because we won't see them for a while. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to be able to craft one. Okay, DPS build is going to be the most complicated to explain, so I spread everything evenly, okay? There's guides for the more advanced leaves, because now we have relic damage, and it's spread evenly between the usual stuff, which is blower and slap, and a little less for relics, but look it up on the LBR Discord. I don't really have the opportunity to explain that to you because they're not maxed out yet, you know, and I don't have the expertise yet. These are ascendant to level 5 and it cost me so much to do it. I'm going to show you later, and you can see the difference. If you look at slap, concentrate on slap multiplier, you can see the difference between, I did that on purpose, one of each, okay? Because yeah, I'm participating in the season, but at the same time I'm trying to make videos. And I'll show you a table with values to show the difference in terms of DPS between each leaves, okay? It's not as impressive as I thought, but it's absolutely necessary if you want to do well in the season at the very least. And is there a boss on the other side of, I forgot how it's called, the energy thing, we'll look at it later. I don't know. So 36, 48, 60, 84 ascension shards only to get to level 6. Remember, 200 dark essence each. Shard don't matter, very easy to farm, energy is easy to recover. Really, ascension shards are a nightmare to farm, it takes forever. Now let's take a look at my strategy for Leafscension. There's the lazy way and there's the correct way. So let's buy a couple of those. Very easy to farm gems now with trade at 2 minutes, and I can you know, reset and make it all gems, between 7 and 10 gems per 2 minutes for every single trade. So it's pretty easy to get gems right now, but it takes discipline to do these Leafscensions, which I'll have to do if I want to make some progress. I'll show you the leaderboard later. So the lazy way is I go auto start level 1, okay? The other levels are already set up, so when I have enough of level 1, it automatically goes to level 2 and 3. So the lazy way is like this, but I'm not doing all the leaves. It takes me 2 shots to do ancient leaves and gem leaves, and sometimes even obsidian, Benny. Okay, so that's the lazy way. And then I do it again. And this time I did them all, but then next time I'll get only 1 leaf. So that's the lazy way when I feel lazy. If I feel disciplined, oh, I'm in the wrong spot. I'm gonna have to go somewhere. And here I'm trying to find a place that's somewhat quiet because you can hear all these fruits getting picked up. Yeah, that's a good place to be. Okay, so let's use seeds. Okay, I'm gonna use seed bag. So I have 1 of each gem leaves. And once I reach, see, I got 1 of each. Usually I'm fine with ancient and all. And then I use the time skip and they all leaf send. It requires more discipline. So it depends how I feel, lazy or disciplined. I felt like sharing that with you to show you how I play the season. Would love to stream the season one day, maybe one day. So I'm doing it again. No, that's not what I'm doing. Here I'm shutting it down. I should. Okay, I'll do it again, but then I'll shut it down. No, I already did. Sorry, I missed the click. So I missed the part where I stopped the Leafscension. So now I'm back to 1E300. Why? Because I need to do trading. I use the bear in auto trades and it gives me a bunch of gems. I have so many gems, it's great, but you know, 975. So that's what, 30 times Leafscension, the lazy way or the disciplined way. Converters, okay, for blue gem. I still give to the guild. I'm gonna look at our guild. It's not doing that fantastic, I'll be frank with you. I'd like to get the 80 blue gems for another shard. So I try to balance it out, but less and less people are donating to the guild, and I would have to give everything I got just for one little level for the guild. Like most people, no, all people were F2P. We already talked about guilds. And by the way, I'll do a side-by-side comparison next video when the season is over. From the top guild to mine, and we'll have a discussion about guilds. So those are in the season. I'm at 80 for the trial. I'd like to reach 100. So I'm trying to level up the stuff. 91, high-tech drill, etc. In fact, I can upgrade these because I got the daily rewards. I bought the packs. In fact, I bought everything that I was interested in with the gems. Now that I can technically have infinite gems, I still have to sit there and do all the trading manually. And I could sit in the pyramid, and I also get chests that do contain gems on top of that. I forgot to say that also. So you do both at once and you get so many gems. Okay, and these are the levels for my unique leaves. 40 most of them, and some are still at 30. And it's double. The benefits are double between 30 and 40. And for pets, I only increase the ones that I use for fighting. So I use the butterfly, the crab at 70, the fish at 70, and then the owl at 70. I have a lot of pets. 60 for the seal, 100 for the witch. That's because of the season. I think there's an extra pet in the guild. The blue gems also, if I'm not mistaken. Not many codes this season, I'm pointing to the codes right now. A bit disappointing. Not only was it rushed in my face without any warning, oh wow, the season started, great. They don't give many codes and it's a very long season. Now we're in the main game. And I'm gonna have to, now that I learned about fusion and transformation, you know, you can tell I was kind of doing the same thing. I was doing a learning process, and I had a bunch of footage that I all deleted showing you that. But I prefer showing you the season because I am ahead in terms of making leaves. Of course, because with the guild and all the bonuses that they give you, I'm a bit ahead, at least in terms of crafting leaves. But in the game, it's a different story because I cannot beat the spark bubble in the season. Floors 274,000. I did go over 300,000 in the season. And here, I beat 151 in the season. And I said, if I can beat the spark bubble in the main game, and then in the season, I beat floor 151 and I cannot beat the spark bubble, it means I can beat higher floors in the main game. So we'll try that. When? Is it now? Floors, by the way, I'll get rid of that eventually, once I reach 200,000. I had one during the season as well. Okay, so I am preparing to fight here because I wanna go in the tower, in the pyramid, and show that I am still ahead in terms of pyramid compared to the season. It's just that I'm behind in terms of crafting. So let's beat floor 152 and let's see how well it does. Only 15 mobs, doesn't take very long. You think I'll beat higher than that? Let's see. So here's the boss. Oh, one shot the boss. That's a good sign. There's a milestone at 155. Why don't we try that? The last milestone in the pyramid for now. Maybe they'll have an update with new milestones. That wouldn't surprise me. Let's try this out. floor 155 for the last milestone in the main game. By the way, my build DPS is all ancient leaves, none of the more advanced leaves. So I get even stronger when I start making, look at that, 1, 2, 3 shot. I probably can beat 156, but I'm not gonna stretch this. Wrong place. Here we go. And what does it give me? Brew time minus 10%. I don't think it's needed, but I'll take it. I would have taken crit instead, would have been better. Spark Portal, that's how it's called. Next episode, we're going there. 50,000 energy. Well, I reached more than, I think close to 15,000 during the season until I came to my senses and I stopped. And all of a sudden, 500 at least transformation shards is nothing. 500 ascension shards is quite a lot, but I just AFK all night and I don't know. I'll be just fine. Let's take a look at leaderboards, and I do have a frustration. So the reason why I wanted to be 151 is because I have more tower floors than my opponent, and I saw that. So I said one more floor and I'll be 14th. So 14th is decent, right? I mean, it's nice, but top 10 will be impossible. Because these two players are already 155, 9 and 10, and after that it's 170. But by the time I reach 155, they'll already be gone. I will not reach top 10. But what frustrates me, there's only 800 people, so you have to be number 8 to be in the top 1%. This is horrible. So next season, I am considering playing free-to-play. Look, 2100 people. It's fun to try to be top 1%, and you have better rewards, and you're like, I'll tell you something, I'd rather be 21st in the top 1% than 14th in the top 10%. It's psychological, you know. Now, free-to-play is very painful at the beginning of the season, but especially in a long season like this, eventually things start getting smoother. It's just the beginning, a lot of board claw machine and a lot of pain. I did it in the past. See, I would get Ascension, Fusion, and Transformation shard. It's not much, but... And look at that, 75 beers, really? 50 beer. It's so little. I guess for newer players, it's good, but maybe they want to be a little more generous. I mean, if you finish in the top 1%, you should be rewarded, I don't know. Guilds, next episode, as I said, we're going to do a side-by-side comparison. Our guild is 30th. That's where we are. So we are 30th out of, I'm going to scroll down in a moment. Not up but down. 30th out of 239. So yeah, there's just me in the main leaderboard, and some are inactive and everybody is free to play. It is what it is. Time to look at some numbers. I'm going to show you a table from MENA. You can pause the video if you want to look at it. Okay, it's a bit blurry, sorry about that. I zoomed in too much. I looked at that table and I made some very rounded up calculation. If you compare the DPS from Ancient Leaves, if you go to Sacred, you double your damage. That's for all categories. I noticed it's all the same. Blower damage, percentage, slap, and relic. So, again, in all categories, when you compare to Ancient Leaves, Sacred are twice as powerful. Biotite 3 times. Malachite 4 times, Hematite 6 times, and Plasma, based on discussions on Discord, 7 times or a little more. That's at Ascension 10. Okay, again, this is round numbers, it's not exactly precise, but if you take a look at the table, these numbers are very, very close. And if I'm wrong, please let me know and I'll issue a correction. I hope I'm not wrong. So that's it for this episode. I'm hoping to call next episode Spark Portal. That'd be really cool if I was able to go through that. Of course, we'll look at the final results of Season 5 and do a side-by-side regarding guilds, talk about it a little bit, but really concentrate on what's on the other side of that portal. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit thumbs up and leave a comment below. If you want to support this channel, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss future videos. Thank you for watching and see you next time.